Welcome back. We are going to do a Q&A today. There's
Yay.
a lot of random questions, decluttering, home stuff, I think even maybe about your moving and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So we'll see what we can get to. Jump right in here.
Here we go.
Shannon, do you declutter, organize people's homes, or have you done that in the past? So I think they mean me going
Yes.
as a job and doing this. So I have never done this as a job where I get paid, except for having a YouTube channel about it.
Yep, right.
I have always been super organized. I've always been relatively clutter-free throughout my life, even before I started this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And since doing the YouTube channel, I have been helping my mom and my dad to declutter and organize. And I've also helped a friend, a family friend. Yeah. I went to their house and we completely redid her room. And we have that on the channel from over 5 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
And then I also helped another family friend and went there and helped organize her home. So I have done it here and there, but I've never done it as a job.
Yeah. And you don't really like doing someone else's stuff, do you?
So it's interesting because I do, but I would never really want to do that as a paid job, I don't think, but I'm happy to help people when they want the help.
Right. But yeah, you wouldn't want it as a paid job.
I wouldn't really want it. It's almost like, I like having a clean home, but I don't necessarily want to go and like be a cleaner, you know?
Right.
Which I did do when I was in high school. I had my own house cleaning business.
Yeah,
my friend and I, we went and cleaned all of the neighborhood houses. And
because it's physically a lot of work to help someone declutter. You're moving boxes, you're going through things. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's not just telling someone what to do.
You're doing a lot of work.
Yeah, right.
But I do love that. And I do like to do it as one-off jobs for friends and family because it's fun for me. But I don't think I would ever want to put an ad out and say like,
it's all decluttered.
Hire me.
That's a huge responsibility.
It's a lot of it's a lot of work. And it's also, I think, hard to get people to always get the results because they might have a hard time letting go and then they don't want to get rid of anything. I just don't see, I think that would just be really difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so this is one of the more random ones. Hi, Shannon and Kathy. Shannon, I love your hair too. Would you mind sharing a bit of how you had it cut and how you style your hair? So this is something that's definitely not in my usual realm of what I talk about.
Right.
But recently I said, I want to get my hair cut shorter. I have had extremely short haircuts in the past. So this is not really shocking for me or new for me in any way. Just you've maybe never seen it on my channel.
You've had severe.
I've had severe haircuts that were like short in the back, longer in the front, straight.
And very blonde,
bleach blonde. But what I did was I just went in and I said, I wanted it about here and I wanted some layers. My hair is naturally curly, wavy. And so I just wanted a style that I could just put some product in there and let it air dry and move on with my life. Yeah. So that's kind of what I asked for. And then since then, as it's been growing out a little bit, I've actually just been trimming it myself, which is kind of crazy, but I just hold it out and just like a little bit here and there, which
you want to keep the style, but you don't, you're letting the length grow, but you just keep a little bit of the layer when they get heavy. And hair grows weird. It could be heavier on one side.
Yeah. And so
I always cut my hair. And I have to say that moving to the new house, it's more of a challenge because before I had a big mirror I could look through, and then I had a medicine cabinet mirror, so I had that angle, and then I had an extended face, big magnifying mirror, two-sided, so I was able to see the whole thing. Now I'm in there, it's a lot harder, so I just pull it all back, cut the ponytail, bring the sides down.
I keep telling trimming her that I can help her do the back.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of? I've cut your hair before.
I know, but I just do it. I kind of cut my hair on a whim. I kind of look like, oh, it's a little heavy. I do. I'm constantly, oh, it's a little thick over here. I'm constantly, at least once a week, I'm trimming up things and doing bangs and all that. So it's not like a procedure, like we're going to do haircut. It's just constantly doing. That's how I do mine.
That's how she does it.
That's how I do it.
Also, if you're hearing noise, the neighbor decided to cut all their trees down. So
yeah, so it's not music, it's just tree trimming.
They're chopping those trees. I want to share with you something that I've recently added to my daily routine. Biologica. It is a daily drinkable multivitamin that is meant to replace your daily supplement stash. I love the way it tastes. I am drinking the cranberry lemonade flavor, and also how easy it is to make. You simply open one of these sachets, dump it into your cup, add your water, give it a stir, and it tastes delicious. And because this tin of sachets lives on my counter, it is an easy habit to stick with. Women's health needs change with age, and Biologica has the nutrients that you need during each stage of your life. Biologica makes 3 different formulas. I am taking the primary essentials. They also have midlife essentials and post-menopause essentials, and there is a simple quiz that you can take to figure out which one will work best for you. And a huge thank you to Biologica for sponsoring this video. Head to the link at the top of my description or go straight to biologica.com. You can save up to 32% when you subscribe. If you're not sure which formula is right for you, take their hormonal life stage quiz. It's quick and it'll point you right to the best product for you. We have moved to the sunroom because of the noise. So let's just jump back into the questions. Okay. So someone had commented on my kitchen redo video, and they said, ugh, too many drawers, exclamation point. And so I said that to Grant, and he said, yes, drawers definitely are busier looking because you see so many handles and things. But see, we chose drawers because for us, it was less about the visual of it and more about the function. Yeah, right. And I really prefer drawers. So that was just a personal thing that we chose. And with the whole making of our kitchen, we did everything based on what we wanted and not on resale value or any of that. Right, right. So, and drawers, it's hard to get into cabinets below when you have a deep cabinet. Right. But he did say, yeah, of course, it's not the prettiest, you know, it's prettier to see just 2 doors or whatever. So just thought I would address that, why we did the drawers. I find it interesting that your generation doesn't use drawer liners in the kitchen and bathrooms. So I think you actually responded to somebody. One person. Yeah. I just said that we just don't do it anymore. We just clean them out. Yeah. I mean, if they were funky old. Yeah. So in my old kitchen with the old cupboards when we moved in, I put drawers, liners in. It just matters what they are, but I'd rather not have the liners because they get all weird and goofy too. And they tend to get scraped up, I find, and then you have to replace them at some point. So we didn't do it in our new kitchen, but for our old kitchen and where we lived before in the bathrooms and stuff, I did put drawer liners. So yeah, I think it depends. I don't know if it's generational. I didn't feel I needed them here at our house because it was so clean and we just washed them all out and they're fine. You've mentioned the option of selling things you're decluttering if they have some value. I wonder if you could give some examples, stories of things you've sold and how you've done it. I'm almost 78. So I've accumulated a lot of vintage things that I think have some value for the right person, but I can't imagine myself using eBay, for example, and I don't think a garage sale would work for the more expensive things I have. If you could talk about any ideas, options you've had personal experience with, I would appreciate it. So I've had a lot of experience with that, and I started out, I had about 5 different sets of china and glassware that I would take to a local antique store. This one lady that owned it, and I said, are you interested in this, selling this or buying it or whatever? And she actually bought, I think, 2 sets. What is that? Depression glass. I had a gold set and I had a green set. And she bought those and put them on display in her store and sold them. And that was good to go to a local place. And then the rest of the things like that are heavy and a big, I wouldn't sell them and ship them. I gave things away, or sometimes I'll give it to a friend who has a booth in an antique store, and that's worked out. But I also would sell on Etsy and on eBay. On Etsy, I think it's considered an Etsy store. It's a little more difficult to get organized on Etsy.
You have to be computer savvy, I think, a little bit to get, unless someone set it up for you.
And stuff sits on there longer.
Yeah, it does. But it's like 20 cents to list it for 3 months. So it's no big deal that way. And it's helpful. But if you have a bunch of vintage stuff, it's kind of cool because people will go to your shop and they'll buy more than just one thing. If they see that you have a vintage shop, you might want to get someone to set that up for you. Or you go to eBay, and eBay is fairly simple. You could just sell one thing at a time. You don't have to have a store.
Something popped in my head. Also, you could probably find somebody maybe locally that does sell vintage stuff on eBay and see if they want to buy your stuff and then they sell it kind of for you.
Oh, yeah, like a commission.
We dealt with that. Remember, we had a friend selling some of my art, vintage art kind of pieces that were, so she would take the item, she would sell it, and then she would pay me. Kind of she would take some money, but she would pay me for the item. So that's another interesting way to do it if you can't do it yourself.
Right. Yes. Or you could do Facebook Marketplace, but then you've got people coming to your house. I don't know. That's not as good.
I wouldn't think that for expensive things.
Yeah.
I have only ever used it for kind of big, bulky things that aren't that expensive, but I just want to get rid of.
Yeah. If you have younger family members, that would be an incentive for them to sell for you, photograph it, sell it, package it, and give them and pay them to do it. That might be the way to do it. That shouldn't be hard.
Okay, how far was the move? Wondering if you are also dealing with a whole new neighborhood for shopping, etc.
No, we were up a hill. I think it's about a 3-mile move, but now
you're down the hill.
Now we're down the hill and we're right next to the stores we always shop to. It's a small town. And so now we're down the street from you, and it's just very convenient. So nothing really changed. Yeah.
As far as shopping.
It's just that I don't drive anymore.
You do still drive to the store, but it's so much closer.
Yeah, right. It's like
you could walk
2 minutes to get to the store.
Also, that makes it nice because you weren't leaving all your not family, but friends and close people, family, friends, all that kind of stuff. They're all still really, really close.
Right. Everybody's still in the neighborhood. Yes.
I am very much enjoying your videos. Thank you. I am wondering how the flamingo on your nightstand I had one from my grandma's house. It was part of a lamp. Is yours an antique? It's so cute.
Yes, it was my dad's. He was into Art Deco, and I just thought that was really cute. So I kept that, and I put it out so I can think of him and actually appreciate it because I really like it. It's cute.
It's cool. Did your mom declutter anything special like jewelry since she's moved?
No. I did one, quite a few years ago. We went through and I got rid of a lot of jewelry. I just don't wear jewelry. I don't even wear my wedding ring. Oh well, because it makes my finger swell. I wear one necklace. That's it. I used to wear a watch, and I had all those beaded things. I've kept a few things, but I still don't ever wear jewelry. But nothing important. I do have a few things that I inherited from my grandmother that I just have put away in the safe deposit box.
Wear it if you go
if I went
fancy somewhere. You will put more on.
But when the queen comes to visit, I'll put it on.
Jewels.
My family jewels.
I know nobody asked me, but I also, maybe because of seeing your example or whatever, I just also don't really love jewelry. I only wear these earrings, and the only reason is because if I were to take them out, I think it would close up. So I have those little gold earrings, and I never take them out. I sleep in them, everything. I never, ever take them out.
I've never had my ears pierced.
And I have my wedding ring, and that's it. And I don't ever take these things off unless I'm going to go in the ocean or something. And then I just don't even think about jewelry. So
it's one less thing to think about. What do you put? I used to wear it. I used to wear it all the time. I'd match things and all that.
When you worked outside of the home,
just when I was younger. And now it's just eliminating one whole thing out of my life. No problem. Simplifying my life.
In one of our last Q&As, you had said, the kitchen's dark. I'm going to cut a hole in the ceiling. And so many of you kindly recommended the solar skylight, solar tubes, and those kind of things. And so that's what someone's saying here. You need to check out solar skylight tubes for your kitchen. We had a similar issue with our kitchen. This worked great. And so I I think that's a great opportunity.
Yes, I plan to do that. I plan to look into it, find the proper one and the right person to install it and have that done, because it would be really nice to have some light.
Natural
and
light.
That's really good. We could even do it in that room. Quit turning the lights on.
You could.
Yeah, and you're going to maybe do it in your room.
We have thought about that for years for our living room, the kind of sitting room by the fireplace, because it's so dark in there. And it would just be nice to have some natural light, because right now the kids, when they're not home, I just keep all the lights off. It's just dark in there. I don't care. But when the kids are home, you have to have a light on in there all the time, or it just feels like pitch black.
Yeah, same here.
That would be good. Has anyone ever told your mom that she looks like Christina Applegate?
No. Someone told me one time, a long time ago when I was young, Kim Basinger.
I can see that.
Kim Basinger, I don't know.
But you said also, remember the lady from, you told me ages ago, the lady from Cheers, that someone had told you look like her.
Oh, Kirstie Alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh, you had told me that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. Probably I forgot.
It's so
That's
interesting.
Funny. Well, we all look like somebody.
I think when you see, when someone's famous, and then that's just in your head, and then you see like a little feature and you can put it together.
Yeah, but no, I've never heard about, what was her name?
Christina Applegate.
Christina Applegate. No, but thank you. She's very cute.
I'm hearing noises.
I know.
Coming in.
It's a mouse.
Yeah, and I know, again, no one asked, but I've had people tell me that I look like Peg Bundy. That I look like Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people, when I was a lot younger, tell me that I look like, I'm not going to be able to think of her name, Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. When you had blonde hair.
When I had really bleached blonde hair. And
she had the same style.
Haircut.
Yeah, right.
People would say, you look just like Cameron Diaz, but I don't see it at all.
Well, you resembled her with your whole look.
The hair.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And my face was a different kind of shape and stuff.
Yes, it was more round.
This question is kind of more of a touchy subject because you don't want to offend anyone, but it says, Kathy, you're so lucky your husband doesn't interfere and require a discussion about every little thing you declutter or have plans to do. And the rolling eyes emoji.
No, he's really good at not getting involved with the decluttering. He just needs what he needs and that's it. He doesn't really see beyond that. So I can get rid of a lot of things, but I have a friend who really wants to get rid of a lot of stuff, but she has a hard time because her husband wants to keep everything. Yeah. So
I don't know who that is.
I won't.
Idea. But I do. One thing is you don't really tell Dad though what he should get rid of.
No, he does his own. He
does his own stuff.
Right. We suggest things and point things out, and he gets rid of a lot more than I expected. It's just rubbed off on him. Is that it? That's it. I think what I read from someone that their husband's starting to come around, in the comments, and I think that's really good. You just got to set an example and be happy about it, and then they will want to do the same thing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And also, Dad is he's in his 80s or 80, and so he made a comment in one of the videos that we were filming. I don't know if the comment made it into the video, but he made the comment to me, which was, I'm already in my 80s, like, it's all going to be going at some point. Like there's no point in carrying on and holding on to all this stuff at this point, because what's going to happen eventually.
Right.
And so I think that way of thinking, which is kind of along the lines of the Swedish death cleaning more. And I think that has made him get rid of more stuff.
And as he's putting the garage together and going through his fishing gear, he is eliminating a lot of stuff. He's saying, I'll never use this. He's throwing things away, which I said, let's sell it. If, because reels are a lot of money and we can sell those, but hooks and things, he's really downsized. So, and he plans to do more. So that could be a whole video.
Well,
maybe.
This is just my opinion. I feel that husbands should worry about not what the wife is decluttering of her own stuff. It's your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel that they should just mind their own business. If you want to get rid of your own clothes, you should be allowed to. I mean, and same for them. If they want to keep something or get rid of something, I sometimes have to even stop myself from saying to Grant, like, oh, you really want to get rid of that? Because it's like, it's his choice. If he wants to get rid of it, he should just be allowed to get rid of it.
Right.
I would hate if he said that to me.
Like,
and I would be annoyed by that. So I do truly think whatever we're is ours, we should be in charge of.
Yeah. I think that what people are dealing with is that's the personality probably in different aspects too, is they're kind of controlling or they want to run everything. So I think when decluttering, if you look at everything in your life, they're probably controlling what you have for dinner and what movie you're seeing.
Yeah, it could be that too.
What car you're driving.
So, it's just there's a personality. Lot to deal with. Yeah, definitely.
I'm lucky because we're very independent.
Yes.
Don't tell each other what to do. So I am very lucky.
Yeah, I feel the same way too. Yeah. Kind of we have our life together, but we have our own interests and our own stuff going on too. Yeah. So that's really nice. I would be totally angry if someone told me like what to do.
What are you wearing? Go change right now.
Say, okay, bye.
You're wearing that?
I had a hard time understanding this question, but let's talk through it. Maybe you'll understand it.
Okay.
I am curious how other people's train of thought works. In the new home of Kathy's, which room was first, second, third, fourth, fifth to be fixed or prepared, organized?
Okay.
So I guess they're asking how maybe you decided which room to work on first.
Okay.
Decluttering,
well,
cleaning,
I'd
organizing.
say to be repaired and all that, the garage had to be first. But we were still putting stuff away into all the other rooms.
Wait. That was only because that was the only real room that needed a lot of work.
Well, and it was also, we couldn't put anything in there. So that caused us to have stuff everywhere. So we needed that garage. So actually putting money into it and having it worked on, that was the first one. And then also number 2 would be the sunroom, getting blinds on there. So that'd be number 2, the garage, the sunroom, and then Carl's bedroom. We ordered furniture for that. So I'd say that was number 3. But that kind of went simultaneously in it because he needed a place to sleep.
I was going to say it was kind of all happening at the same time, though. But those were your priorities, right? Because he wanted it finished.
Because the dining room's still not done. I still plan to buy that, and the living room is still. It's just everything was thrown in there. It's just there. It hasn't been styled or anything. And same with my room. I had the furniture and it's fine. It's done.
As an outsider, I think what you guys did was instead of thinking of it as like room number 1, room number 2, like that, I think you guys thought of it as we moved in and emergency things that had to be done were the first things done.
Yes.
So the garage, that was like, had to be done so you could get everything in there. Number 2, you had to get the blinds in here because it was blinding for you. You couldn't even be in this room. Number 3 was Dad needed furniture because you decluttered all his furniture.
Right.
So it was more of a need to do basis.
Right.
But now I see you guys transitioning more to, now that all those things are taken care of, you're more going to take your time. And I think you keep mentioning the most important thing next for you is the dining room.
The dining room.
Because of the look and just the function.
Yeah, we had you guys over. We had to have 2 tables out, and we need to have one long table that's nice. That's not a round kitchen table.
And then I think after the dining room, then you would just go slowly as you probably wanted to.
Right.
Less of an emergency, but more just, okay, let's spend time figuring out the living room decor.
The shopping, making decisions slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of how you guys dealt with things.
Yes, that's true.
Hi, Shannon, could you do a video on daily home maintenance? I have 2 teenage boys and a husband, and even though I've really decluttered our home down to only what we need and truly love, I still feel I'm constantly putting things away every day. There always seems to be dishes, laundry, random items left on the surfaces by family, quick vacuuming, general tidying. I guess what I'm really asking is how much time do you invest each day in maintaining your home? I think this could actually probably be a whole video. I don't know how I would do it, but so this is how I'm doing it right now. I don't have any teenagers yet, but I have a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And the 12-year-old and the 9-year-old are now helping with everything. So they are now responsible for cleaning their rooms. They are responsible for, at the end of the day, picking every single thing up out of the living room.
Are they doing it?
They are doing it.
Oh, that's good.
If they don't do it, they will not be going to do anything else until it's done. I've had to say, you're not going to be going and playing with friends.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, and it's the mess they're already making.
Well, and this will probably stop them from making such a big mess and leaving it.
Exactly.
They'll learn what we know, put things away immediately so you don't have a big mess.
And what's interesting is now that summer has come, I've made a structure for them. And I know this is harder with teenagers because teenagers kind of have that attitude of like, I'm not going to do it. I don't care or something. Because I had that attitude as a teenager.
Yeah.
And so, but what I've done is I've made them a little chart thing.
Yeah.
And the chart says, you know, you wake up, you have breakfast, all that time. And then before they go and do anything else, they have to clean up their room. And they have to put everything away before they go and play with friends or do anything.
I was wondering,
it's happening.
Yeah, the last couple times I went over there, their rooms are clean. I'm thinking, what is going on? I thought maybe you were doing it, but they're doing it. I'm shocked.
They're doing it.
Because you couldn't even walk in those rooms. There was Lego and trucks and toys everywhere.
And what's crazy is they've actually been pulling the vacuum out and vacuuming their rooms too.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
That's great.
It's absolutely amazing.
And you know what? Levi, the little one, watching them, then he'll start on board when he sees,
But that's new for us. But I would say that I probably spend about an hour a day doing all the things that just keep our home running, which I think everybody does, like dishes.
Laundry.
You have to do dishes, throw a load of laundry in, and tidy things up throughout the day. I would say maybe an hour the whole day, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And then of course there's certain days where I will do a deeper clean of our bathroom or something that takes about 20 minutes or less. So I would say about an hour a day, maybe on the days that I'm cleaning, an hour and a half a day. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Out of 24 hours.
No, that's good. Yeah. You just have to keep up with it. You can't let it go crazy.
Exactly.
If you do, because that's what I do. I take the extra 5 minutes to put everything away in the kitchen. I don't leave dishes in the sink. I don't leave dishes on the counter. When I'm done, everything gets put away because you go in, you want to make dinners,
if you have
a big mess, you have to stop and do dishes. I don't do that. I've always cleaned up right after myself.
And I've been having my husband do stuff too. If I say, okay, like we got all the dishes from after breakfast, he works with me at home. We're both at home. So it's not like he's working a job where he's going far or anything. We're both home. We're both working from home. And so we share the responsibility. So I tell him, can you do cleanup after breakfast today? And then he just does it. And then there'll be a day where I do it. So we just share all that responsibility.
That's good.
I do more of the cleaning, like the bathrooms and that kind of stuff, but he's more kitchen cleanup after mess. And Dad does that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He always cleans up after himself. I don't have to worry about that.
Cracking the whip this summer. I've had enough. One of our most recent videos, you decluttered your bra and you've had a lot of bra recommendations. So I just want to mention that you are taking all those into consideration.
Oh yeah. I've been going online, looking at every single one, and I'm going to go to Macy's and try the Waycole. I forget the name of it. But anyways, it has like a thing that goes around here and it's got the wide straps. That looked the best to me, with a lot of experience with bras. So I'm going to go get that and try it out. But I really appreciate all the help and all the advice, and I'll probably try more of them. But I have a $70 credit at Macy's, so I thought I'll do that one first.
And we'll bring you along. We'll film it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Bra try on. But so you recently found a bunch of shirts that you're wearing right now.
I'm wearing one
from Macy's.
So what happened was, this is what happened. I needed a pair of sandals. So I ordered 2 pairs online and I got them in, and one of them I didn't like. So I drove to Macy's to take it back and get credit for it because I bought it through PayPal. And so anyways, while I was in there, they were having this huge sale. Everything was reduced plus 40% off of most things on top of that. So I go, oh my God, look at all these clothes. And I hadn't been to a store in at least 6 months. So I started shopping all by myself, and I found a huge stack of things, and it was really good. So this is one of them. I needed summer blouses, and I want to get rid of more of my old stuff that I keep wearing, but I didn't want to until I had replacements. So I found some short sleeve summer blouses, cheap. There were a whole bunch of different t-shirts for $19.99. And with that extra
for gardening.
Yeah, for gardening, for just hanging out in the summer. And then they ended up being $11.99 after the discount. So it was great. But I'm going to take back, I think, 3 blouses, and then I'm going to go buy that bra and see.
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
I'll put it on for you over my clothes.
No, you could just tell us how it goes.
Okay. All right.
And we did a little fashion show of you trying on some of the shirts.
Right.
So I'm going to put that into a little video and then I will link it down below.
Oh, good idea.
Check it out.
Yes. You took a picture of all my different things I bought. Yeah. That's
and it'll
great.
have a link to if you're interested in seeing where you got these things.
Yeah. Because sometimes people say, where'd you get your top?
Yeah. We'll link all that.
And you have to do it right away because, you know, things are seasonal.
I'm going to do it right away.
Okay. Okay. Good.
I'll try.
All right.
Try my hardest.
Tried.
Okay. Can you show us the garage transformation before, during, after? And then they want a tour of the garage as well. So we will have a video of us doing the garage and also putting everything away. But then I thought that was a great idea that once everything is put away, Dad was still putting stuff away yesterday.
Yeah.
And once it's all completely put away, maybe you could do a little tour of the garage and how you...
The final... And then you put it into that video with the start to the finish?
Or just have it be its own tour. Garage tour.
Okay.
How we've organized it.
All right. But you're going to put it up with how it started and all the...
I think so. Before and after.
All right. We'll do that.
Garage tour. Do you have any tips for storing larger photos like 8x10s?
Oh.
Because you have the organizer, the photo organizer. So I can just tell you what I do, which is if I have larger ones, I usually just get a folder, like a school folder with the pockets, and I put them in there.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that many.
And Carl has a lot of old photos that are 8x10s, and he has the brown manila envelope, and he labels what they are. So he has a bunch of those envelopes, and so that's another way to do it. It protects them. And
he put them in alphabetical order?
Yeah, by subject, like by person or by race car or by event or year. So he just labels them.
And then he has them all standing. We just got him a new container for them, and he's got them all standing in the right order in the plastic container, the tall
so he can find them easily.
Because he has a lot.
Yes, he does. And he uses them because he, you know, sometimes he'll write a story with someone about racing and he needs to find all that stuff.
Pulls them out, knows where to find them. We love when you give us questions because it helps us to make these videos and know what you want to hear about. So please leave any questions or topics you want us to cover in the comments down below. I also want to say a quick, make sure that you check to see if you're still subscribed. Because YouTube has been on some kind of weird unsubscribing people deal right now. And so many people have commented that they have been unsubscribed from my channel. So please just check to see if you are still subscribed, or if you're new and you enjoy these videos, you can subscribe and then tap the bell and then hit the all button and you'll end up seeing all of the videos. It's just a great way to stay in touch with us. Also, we have a free email list. I send out 1 email a week, and we've been giving away some of your digital downloads of your art.
And you just did a new one.
And we just did a new one. So I will link that down below if you're interested in that. And we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.